Out Digital, your Pan-African news outlet. I am your host Ismaila. With me today in the studio is Buba Farado Bojankunda in the West Coast region of the Gambia. Mr. Saidykhan, welcome to the Voice of Digital.
Thank you very much.
Like many Gambians, Buba once dreamed of living a better life, which led him to go through the irregular journey, popularly known as the back way, with the hopes of reaching Europe through the Sahara Desert and the Red Sea. His journey, however, of becoming a semester, or might say, excuse my words, or living a better life, have been faced with a lot of challenges amid several failed attempts across the sandy and dusty Sahara Desert and the rough sea of the Mediterranean Sea, just few kilometers away from Europe. So, Mr. Saidykhan, before we delve into the program proper, may you give us, based on your experience, how would you define the irregular journey?
A journey of risks, I can say. A journey of is something that I can say is journey of risks, because we lose our life. We deal with a lot of things that we always. It's a chance that 90% you are going to lose your life. So that's why I always describe it as a journey of risks.
It's a journey of risks.
A journey of risks, yeah.
Yeah, like looking at the Gambia here, from here to Senegal, going to Mali and so on, how long does it take you to reach Libya? The span, yeah.
Yeah, some people, they will reach around 1 week, 4 days, 5 days. But for me, you know, my journey is different with a lot of people, because I was the one who financed myself. I'll go to Mauritania, I work, then I pass to another country, work, and I pay, and I move. That's why I reach to Libya. So I can say it for my journey, around 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Yeah, when I properly start going, because I already work in Mauritania for 3 months, 3 weeks. Then from there, I moved to Agadez. Then from Agadez, we enter into the desert. I can say it only 1 week, the interval, yeah.
So, yeah. Which year was it? The moment
2015. 2015, yeah.
Okay, with another country, you are expecting to see people with different cultures and a way of life. So, based on the people you have met, especially the dealers, how can you describe the mode of transport and how they treat you guys?
Yeah, they treat us badly, because the day you left Gambia, that's the day you start to feel, truly speaking, Gambia is a peaceful country, truly speaking. We can say that. If we say that some people will criticize you, Gambia, no. But if you leave Gambia, that's the time you know that, truly speaking, Gambia is a peaceful country. Because if you go, you are nobody. Because we are sick, sometimes even at the hospitals, we will be sidelined, or even in the society, or even in the transport buses, you will be sidelined because you are not you are not part of them. So these are things that is always the difficult part of this journey. Yeah, especially when I was in Libya, I was working there 3 months, 3 weeks. I was in Libya. It was really hard for us to be comfortable in Libya down there, even in Mauritania. Then you move to Libya again, is something else. The hardship of Mauritania and Libya is two different things. In Mauritania, possibly you can say you will not lose your life, but sometimes you can lose your properties, your money, your mobile phones. But in Libya down there, you will lose your life. Truly speaking, you can lose your money, they can take your money and kill you and just go away. So these are things that I can say the dealers with the people down there is really tough on us. So those who enter said Alhamdulillah, those who are back now, we said Alhamdulillah as well.
So I want to understand, because we have seen many reports, especially those who take the irregular migrants across the Sahara Desert. Most of them have complained about over-accommodation, that's overcrowded. So how does it look like?
Yeah, it's just like this Toyota we are seeing. At the back of the Toyota, you can have around 30 to 35 people at the back of the Toyota. Just imagine that, at that small size of the Toyota pickup. Yeah, so around 30 something or 35, 36. So it's really crowded. Sometimes you'll be, even if you are not strong or if you are not even active, you can even fall down. And don't expect that the drivers, these are Libyan or the Nards, will wait for you. They cannot wait for you. They are always going. So these are the things that we feel on. They are always crowded. And if we even enter in the sea as well, that's to take a boat as well, they're always overcrowded. It's always overcrowded. They don't value us. The only thing they need is their money. They don't come for our safety or our health or anything else now, only for their money. So they don't care anything about it.
Yeah. So once you kickstart the travel, how many times do you stop to have refreshment or to have fresh air or to relax in the desert?
It based on them, because sometimes for us we'll be like, okay, every 2 hours we need to stop to relax because it's a desert. You don't see houses like this. You see wind blowing and others, and the very hot sun on that. So meaning every 2 hours or every hour you need to stand. But it based on them. You cannot dictate them. If you dictate them, they can even drop you down there and go their way. You will die. So all based on them. But sometimes you go up to around full day. It's going to be around 2 or 3 times or 2 times for them to stop, for you to have drink. And if you all start to make noise at the back, they just come throw all your food away and just start moving. So meaning you have to be patient and wait for them. Anytime they feel like to stop, Acha, you guys drink, that's the time we don't have liberty, we don't have anything. Down there, whatever they say, that's why we are going to do it. The only target is enter in Libya, enter in Europe to be a semester, like what you said. That was the dream. So anything we encounter, there's no complaint about it. Because if you complain, you can die, you can be died. They can chill you and drop you down there in the desert. So we don't have our rights down there now.
Yeah. So on your journey, have you witnessed any of your colleagues losing his or her life?
Yeah. In the desert, I have one of my friends is in Banjul. The person died in our Toyota, in our pickup. He died there. Then the only thing when they stopped, you said we want to bury the person in a Muslim way. They were like, no, we don't have time. So we only do throw the person, then we just move. And I see a car that have accident because they always go with a very high speed. So meaning like what I was saying, if you are not active or you are not alert, you can drop. So some people their car will be dropping because it's a desert. Sometimes there's a rock, a very heavy rock which the driver will not see, and they will get an accident, so will die, arm will broke and all that. So and there's no hospital in the desert down there. So it's like it's really crazy. So some will be having, I see a lot of people who died. Sometimes you see your car will be going, you will even see someone already dead. The dead body will be under the ground, but their journey have already continued. This thing continue. So these are things that we have seen. We have seen dead body. Now I can say that I'm not afraid of anything now, because it seems like our dead bodies are our friend. Even in the prison, in the prison that we are in Libya, I was lying down with. We just prayed because we are always praying. We just prayed and we are chatting, talking about life in Libya down there. So he was sick. So before in the morning, before I know, I just take his hand and take off his hand on like this. But when his hand fall like that, I know something is not okay. Then that is how you know that he's dead. So even that person, they even bring us out of the prison. We have to go to the desert and go and throw the person down there at the desert. So we just try to negotiate. Because when I was here, my ustaz, that ustaz Low, he always speak to me in this basic Arab for us in our Dara. So I was be able to discuss with the Libyans about the language. So that's why I tell the person, okay, we can bury the person, just have patience with us. Then that's the time we bury the boy. Then we just move back to the prison again. That's the highest prison in Libya.
Yeah,
that's
we will come to that aspect. Like being a Gambian, at the same time watching your colleagues losing his or her life on the desert, and then you have no option than to throw him in the desert and then move on. So I know you are human being. So how do you feel seeing your colleague being left behind?
Yeah, it was really traumatized to us. Sometimes it even came to me, even now. Sometimes it came to me why I always give green light. Even at night, I give green light in this thing, interviews. If I speak my pain, it's always relief. That's why I make sure I speak. And a lot of our young ones are there, down there, whom this journey, they are not speaking the reality of it. That's why I said when I was in prison, if I come back, I'm going to speak this reality of it. Truly speaking, we have been sick. We have been, sometimes you'll be sleeping, your mind will be on this dead body, your friends and others. You can't even sleep. Sometimes in 1 week you cannot sleep because, yeah, we have been traumatized. So we have been, I can say we have even been sick because that dead person, you don't know what killed the person. So you are just having contact with that person. So these are things that we feel in ourselves. But we make sure we try by our means to overcome all those things by ourselves, and we try by our means to.
So as you are watching, we have been discussing about irregular migration. With me today in the studio is Buba Saidykhan, a Gambian who has been through the irregular journey. So, like where we have stopped, we want to know whether you have been experienced any imprisonment, and then how was the condition of the prison down there in Libya.
Yeah, I have been in prison um, 3 times in the Libya because I tried the boat 3 times. So anytime we have been caught in the sea, they always take us to the prison. Um, the first and the second is a comfortable prison, just like a comfortable room, because you have to pay a ransom for you to be out. But the last part was really horrible because we are in the middle of a mountain, and they put these containers, these metal containers. So the metal containers are the prison. So you have to be there. And there is always closed. So it's something else that is, they have only small windows in it, and where you urinate, where anything you are going to do is going to be the same place. So it's really crazy. That's why some people are saying, hey, might to number like So I always think of Libya down there in the prison in a container. It's hot. So and anything you are going to do, you are going to do it in the same place. I say maybe mile two is something which is more comfortable than this place. These are the things that sometimes you'll be even sick, even though not malaria or something, but because of the smell, because where you will urinate and defecate it's not far from each other, so the smell and others is really killing some of the inmates, and we have been sick, and you're gonna go to the hospital. So it's really crazy. It's inhuman in that place.
It seems prisoners' fundamental rights are not respected down there.
No, no, at all. In Libya, we don't have human rights. There's no human right down there, especially with us, the migrants. We don't have any human right down there. We don't have a say. The only say we have is patient for you to reach in Europe to be called semester. That's the only thing. But you don't have any rights whatsoever to speak to someone. You should not do this to me now. Even in our mosque down there in Libya, you know that through speaking we are isolated. We'll be in the other side. So these are things that yeah, very good. We don't have right anymore. That's what I said. If you leave Gambia down there, everything is down. You have to accept or you come back. And in Libya, if you reach in Libya, you cannot come back unless this international body you are talking about, IOM and the others, bring you back. But if not, you cannot come back, because when you are going, you are being smuggled. So if you want to come back, it's going to be the same smuggle. So possibly you can even lose your life in that coming back again. Yeah, that's why a lot of young ones are still in Libya down there. They cannot come back. They cannot go.
Okay, so we want to know, because since you have attempted to cross the Mediterranean Sea 3 times and it wasn't successful, can you tell us like what has been the efforts of the International Organization for Migration has taken to make sure that you and your colleagues have been returned to the country, and what were the process taking?
When I was in prison down there, a lot of people were saying, okay, they said IOM will come. So it was over 2 to 3 weeks. We could not have access to see them, that we are coming back, until the last week of the month. Then we saw that IOM is here. They took our names and bring us back. But sometimes some people will be sick. They cannot go to Libya in the prison down in the hospital. So they need urgent medication. So they need to come back, because they cannot go down there. So they need to come back. Sometimes you'll be calling these international bodies. It's not always in a haste for them to come. It's always taking time. So some prisoners lose their life. Some will be getting more sick. So before they will come and bring you back, it's always late. Some will die and some will be somehow weak. Yeah, so these are the things that we always face down there with some international organizations who are always being, because I think I only know one international organization, that's IOM. Yeah.
It seems prisoners' fundamental rights are not respected down there.
No, no, at all. In Libya, we don't have human rights. There's no human right down there, especially with us, the migrants. We don't have any human right down there. We don't have a say. The only say we have is patient for you to reach in Europe to be called semester. That's the only thing. But you don't have any rights whatsoever to speak to someone. You should not do this to me now. Even in our mosque down there in Libya, you know that through speaking we are isolated. We'll be in the other side. So these are things that yeah.
Okay, so we want to know, because since you have attempted to cross the Mediterranean Sea 3 times and it wasn't successful, can you tell us like what has been the efforts of the International Organization for Migration has taken to make sure that you and your colleagues have been returned to the country, and what were the process taking?
When I was in prison down there, a lot of people were saying, okay, they said IOM will come. So it was over 2 to 3 weeks. We could not have access to see them that we are coming back until the last week of the month. Then we saw that IOM is here. They took our names and bring us back. But sometimes some people will be sick. They cannot go to live here in the prison down in the hospital. So they need urgent medication. So they need to come back, because they cannot go down there. So they need to come back. Sometimes you'll be calling these international bodies. It's not always in a haste for them to come. It's always taking time. So some people, prisoners, lose their life. Some will be getting more sick. So before they will come and bring you back, it's always late. Some will die and some will be somehow weak. Yeah, so these are the things that we always face down there with some international organizations who are always being, because I think I only know one international organization, that's IOM. Yeah, so those are the ones which bring us back. Yeah.
Alright. Well, viewers, you are working one-on-one on Voice Out Digital, the Pan-African News Outlet. I am your host, Ismaila. With me today in the studio is Buba Saidykhan, who has been through the irregular journey and has been very instrumental in making sure that the issue of irregular migration is capped in the Gambia, considering the amount of people who lost their life, disappearance, and then properties. So, well, Mr. Saidykhan, we've realized, unlike many, once you've arrived in the Gambia, you did not sit and then fold your arms. You decided to venture into business. So we want to know what has inspired you to get into this business you are currently working on.
Okay, like what I always said, when I was in prison down there, I'm someone who always make sure, even in my difficult times, I make sure I bring out opportunities. So when I was in prison, I said, okay, if I go back, what triggers me to go to this back where I do not have skills? Because from Gambia Senior Secondary School as a science student, I want to be a nurse, then to be a doctor. So I have to start with Gambia College, that's public health. I was shortlisted. No one was there to pay for me, so I do not have skills. I do not have mentor who will be telling me, okay, this is what you should do so that you can be able to, guiding me for me to be a nurse or a public health student. So I do not have that proper thing. So I was in prison and I said, okay, if I came back, these are going to be my target. I make sure these are the things that I'm going to give it to the young ones so that they will not be the same line with me in this journey. I will train them how to, then to have a skill. So I was myself, okay, what skill do I have? I can only cook. I cannot stop there. When I came back, I make sure I have 4 to 5 skills.
So you can cook?
Yeah, I'm a cook. Yeah, I'm cook. Yeah, sometimes in the weekend I do cook. Yeah. So I tell them, okay, I'm going to learn the skills. 4 to 5 skills. Then I'll go back to my community and I train your ones with these skills. Because I cannot tell you, okay, don't go to back with. I fold my hand. You'll get a koto biwa. But I will give you skills. And that skill is not going to be only 1 week. I make sure we have some months together so that I'll be having one-on-one chat with you. That's coaching with you about this irregular migration, and I'll be speaking about the danger of this journey. And from there, I think you will be discouraged. So these are things that I discussed in the prison. When I came back, these are the things I pushed myself into. Then my brother took me to a restaurant. I was a steward. So in that steward, I was working. Steward means washing balls and all that. So I said, okay, I have a target. Within the next 5 years, I want to have a skill academy. This skill academy should be training young ones with this skill. So I have opportunity to be in this restaurant. What should I do? I tell the boss I want to be a barkeeper. Not an ordinary barkeeper, but a cocktail barkeeper, because cocktail barkeeper is a skills. Mixing cocktails and these other things to form something that is useful. So I say, okay, I'm a cocktail barkeeper. Then I was there in that cocktail. When I know that I'm comfortable in that restaurant, then I push into the kitchen. I can cook local foods. So now I want continental food so that I can have 2 skills within that period. So from there I have access to go to hotel school to learn some F&B management until diploma level. That I push into some hotel. I work in a hotel, I see one white man is doing painting and others, wallpaper installation. I say, okay, I think I have another opportunity again. I only have 2, and in my target in the prison I need 4 or 5. Then I think I have 2 already. So I need to add something down to the skills again. I follow him. So I was doing double shift. I lift 1 shift. I go for, some people are saying this boy is very stupid. That's why I did not even enter Europe. How can you come? You said you want to go and learn skills. But be here and have to and go to Europe and others. But the mentality is different. The mindset is different. I forget all those negative words. And I follow the man. Then I know how to do painting. This is painting design. These are all painting design that we can do. I make sure I train with the white man, wallpaper installations and others. So I add all this into it. I say, okay, I think now is the time I move to my community and start my proper journey. So that's how I came up with this. First, I only start with one of my brother and his best friend. They are doing only football. I said, okay, if you have injury, you cannot play football anymore, what are you going to hold on? You don't have any skills. Join me, let me train you. Those are the two I start with. I start training them at the end of 2018, 2019. I start training them, then I start to bring footballers together because I know these are the people I want, because they are the ones who are Gambia football, we do them. Then they think of back way. I bring them on board until I have 15 youths. I train them with these skills that I train them wallpaper installation, painting, all that, until all of them are qualified. I said, okay, I know you are qualified now. What we are going to do is now we are going to take bigger contracts. So then we start to take bigger contracts. So and 2020, Corona came. It seems like God is saying, you did not enter in Europe, but Alhamdulillah.
COVID-19.
Yeah, COVID-19. Then Corona started. When Corona came, a lot of my friends who were insulting me at the hotel will be like, "Boy, Saidykhan, nakala amulo contract, nakala nga yo." I said, okay, because of these skills, hotel is already closed. They don't have any job now. They want to come to the skills. I said, okay, come on, John, let me train you with these skills. So 2 or 3 people were part of these people I trained with these skills. Then that's how I move on. So within start to train your ones and others who are qualified. I say, okay, you also, sometimes I will have new apprentice. I'll give it to you because you are already qualified. I give you 2 apprentices. Each of these 15, I give them 2. You are going to train them. But at the end of the month, I'm going to assess them and I see how you are trained. Sometimes you have a contract, I will sit in my office, I give you contract to them for them to. Sometimes I have 3, in a week I will have about 4 to 3 contracts. Then I will divide into the senior apprentice with the new ones. Then they'll go and do it. So that's how the apprentice start to gain and the numbers are going until now. I said, okay, 2040 now. Okay, this is okay. Now what I should do now? I have to move because I see to the Gambia many people because the apprentices are training them with painting and wallpaper. So meaning I see they can have competitors. Yeah. I have to leave them for them to start their own business for themselves. So when I have competitors, what can I do? I make sure I innovate new things. I move into recycling. I see fuma dem rek you am got jolay accéléré mbusi ñu ko sandi fu nek I said I have to bring this. What can I do with these bottles, plastic bottles and others? I start to turn them. I start to turn them into flower vase and all that. So it starts going and I'm selling them. I say okay, I bring them students. I take new intake. About the new intake is 80 people. Then I push. I say okay, now it's not going to be only Saidykhan decoration and design. Now it's going to be Saidykhan decoration and skills academy. First backway skill academy in this country. So I will poof because any backway returnee that came, we are always seen as failures because that's what they name me. They said I'm a failure. I will never make it in life. I said okay, I'm gonna prove them wrong because when I'm gonna give skills to the young ones. So that's how it came out. That's how this skill academy came about. Then we move until now. We can say that alhamdulillah we have been taking bad upon bad, training your ones with these skills and all that. Then when I know that okay, in here also I have competitors again because I already trained them, giving them certificate. They are also going to start their business because that's what he told them. Be your own boss. Go and start your own business. What can I do again to be ahead of them again? I move into tires. Now I turn tires into flowers. I turn tires into table and others. We turn into tires to many things that we can move into. So now training my certificate level people into that. So these are the trend I'm going to. And possibly when they are done, I'm going to have another thread of competitors again, then move into something else again. So these are the things straight up.
What we've seen happening, maybe I can say daily or every time, whenever someone goes to the back way and could not make it and return to the country, mostly he or she experiences a lot of trauma and depression. So based on your experience, how did you cope with such? Because you know how society is in the Gambia here.
Yeah, in Libya, if you want to stay long, you need to have patience. Yeah, so what I discovered down there in Libya, okay, I could not go 3 times, I could not go, and in our local mindset, we saying, if you try something 3 times, you cannot go, relax, and start new things. So I said, okay, going back to my country, I know I'll face a lot of things. Ibah will tell me, boy, I failure. Ibrahima Dugana, Sekou Dugana, say I do good. No, I don't think I can go with Saidykhan. Saidykhan mom, boy, you don't want to make a life. Okay, how can I overcome that? These are the things that I was time bound to do. I said, okay, society, they push them away because sometimes the same thing happened to me. Sometimes they will have a meeting, they will not even call me. They will have in their sideline because they always sideline me. So I said, okay, if I want to push this, I will be a smoker. Do not stop Silolu. I will smoke, I will steal. and I'll push into. That's what they categorize backward returnees into. And these are the society that push us to do all those kind. I say, okay, I'm gonna take new step. Any backward return that came back, we know, okay, Saidykhan lead life, I can also do this. I can also change my life, because if your life is not successful, it's up to you. And the society are the one that make you not to be successful. When you came, they should bring you to themselves. But they push you away. You'll be alone. You do not cross that trauma you are having it. The torture you have in Libya is crazy. So these are the things that you go with it. If you look inside my teeth here, it's broken. In the prison, a Libyan man just hit me with a gun. All it did not broke, it break in the middle. So you see how that pain is. So when I came out, the only thing I can do is I just have to fix something down there. So that okay. But sometimes in the cold season, it pains me a lot. So this are the trauma we go. I think baggage only have to be embraced. You bring them together, but the society will push you away. So I said, okay, if I came, even they push me away, I make sure I turn this narrative. The first day I went to the forest to pick these plastic bottles and to turn them. They were saying, my mom is late. They always said, that means I'm crazy, something like that. But what I did is, when I came back, they see this, they say, so these are the things that you suck them with your success, suck them with your results. These are the things that I move into, and I make sure those who were insulting me, they are the one now praising me. And I don't want only praise, only Saidykhan. Any baggage that came up, praise them, bring them close to you, so that they will be gain their sense, and they will be know, okay, these are the ways I have to go to. So that's why anytime baggage came, these are the mentality we have. And the people I go with, they do not cross. They are in Libya since 2015. They are in Libya down there. They could not come because what the society will tell them. Still now they are down there. Just Musa Molo TV, they announced that Bago Tony just died in Libya since he was there since 2015. So these are the people, they are afraid to come because what the society will tell them.
So society is pushing them not to come back.
Very good, because they will say, okay, someone you then boy, say boy failure. Lamin Dugana say could Dugana. So these are the things that we face and they fear to come back. But that's why I name my skill academy. Saidykhan Design Skills Academy. 10 years ones with these skills, with all these skills, and those students are getting successful. So if backward only was thinking that and they are seeing in the media, they say, I can do more than Saidykhan. That's what I want. That's what the mentality of naming the skill academy brings. Just that the people who are down there to encourage them to come back. You are aging. So you cannot stay down there in Libya. You cannot go, you cannot come. You have to come back and do more than what Saidykhan is doing. So that's why all this business and Saidykhan Design Skills Academy came about.
Like, I want to know, like, the way people see you or perceive things, especially if they see you in the waste place, like the dump sites and so on, tend to go there, get, like, collect tires, plastic bottles, and then so on. So, like, how do they see you?
Yeah, even sometimes, like what you said, supportive wife, even sometimes they will say, boy, say I'll kill living for living, I don't know how to say it, for a katimbalit, something like that in Wolof, for a katimbalit. That's what they always say. Sometimes they will tell her, boy, say you musi Then but this now musi bali for that, you know. You said yes. That's what we believe in. Just wait for the results. So she's always supportive whatever we are doing. So even so that was about I feel telco. So yes, I know that mbalit what I'm gaining out of it. Not financially, but what I'm giving to the young ones. Even my new students, when they came, I'll be okay. Next week, they know them mbalit Saidykhan. Yes. So new small office be first thing on you like mbalit lare, small office mbalit lare, anko this bidong akuyunu. But that bidong akuyunu when they come out of what you are saying, so mbalit be present in Mungi State House. Mungi minister yu bari same offices, governors akuyunu, mbalit bila joge. Because from the mbalit we make sure we transform them, we obstacle them, recycle them, we give it to these bigger men, these honorables, and it's in their office. So we are proud of that mbalit. Yeah, understand. So long of an students seniors don't know this mbalit Saidykhan. You not check anyone boy mbalit yakuyunu. We force them to go. But when we send them mbalit in your bagasu is in your house. We make sure we change others we transform them, we obstacle them or recycle them. They will be like, wow, I'm not small. They are not like going to the dump site. They will be like, hey, Master Suma, I will change you, and they are doing it. So these are the mentality of it. We make sure we change our mindset to change situations. Because the situation we have right now currently, unemployment is too much. What can you do? Think out of the box to be your own boss, to create new things for the young ones. do not have a company, but I make sure I give your ones with the skills and they will be their own boss. My university, yesterday, university students are stranded at Farawa. They could not have a car. My university students, who are part of my students, truly speaking, they pay their own taxi for themselves because of the recycling product. They make sure they make recycling product and sell it. So they are like, okay, they pay fair for themselves and they came right time at the office. So this is a thing that we move into.
Yeah, I know you have a strong desire to be successful and to contribute successfully and development of the country. But I hope you also pay attention to your well-being, because going to the dump site also, it also has some health implications.
Yeah.
I hope you do.
Yeah, we do. First time when I was going, I'd go like that raw, because we wrote to some authority, we need max, we need glove and all that. They could not. So by then it was late for us. It was late for us to buy and all that. So we just go like that. We just go and pick everything. But when I came back, the next time we are going, we make sure we put on max, we put on glove, and we put on cover shoes and everything. And when we came, it doesn't mean that the day we went to dump site, that's the day we produce all this obstacle our things. Now we come and we all go home and go and take shower and all that, we relax. Then the next day when we come at the office for practical, we make sure we wash everything and wash our hands and all that, so we go to the office and start to recycle whatever we want to do. Yeah. So this is a thing that we always
that's
go
amazing.
for.
Like when was your institution established?
I can say for it to be a skill academy, it was last year.
2023?
Yeah, last year, 2023 or 2024, last year.
Okay.
But what the business was there since 2019. Yeah, that's Saidykhan, what I was saying, that's Saidykhan Decoration and Design. Training year one. So I said, okay, training year one is going and the number is getting high. Why not I make it first backway skill academy in this country? That's why I came about that and I put this skill academy on top of it. So it's become an institution or a recycling company in this country.
Okay. So what are the kind of training you offer at the institution?
Yeah, we do painting, we do wallpaper installations, wall panel installations, this wall models, painting designs and all this. And we move to recycling. The main purpose currently is recycling. And we make sure we train them on IT, because my program manager is doing IT in university. So we make sure, because you have to focus on IT. A lot of them will be like, no, Saidykhan, man, I only need the skills, I don't need the IT. I say, you need the IT. That's why our business, young business in this country is dying, because they don't focus on Facebook and this
like exposing
very good on social media. Yeah. You know the skills, but now you cannot sell your skills out there. How can you sell your skills out there? That's why I make sure I include the IT down there, so that they will know how to do their marketings and others, business pitching and others on this IT. These are the things that why I include IT there, and we are doing recycling. So this why I'm currently we are doing, and we do mentorship as well. Mentorship also part of, sometimes we don't have class, we'll be sitting discussing my story type, okay, how do you overcome and all that. These are the things, because self-esteem as well. How to sell your business. Sometimes I use you, some to be 800 800 said so buy them. Customer, you need customers and you need network. Anywhere you go, you make sure you go. Before I go, I will have your number. All these people, I have their numbers. I'll put something on my WhatsApp and they will all see it. And some people even see do not want it. Another person will want it. This is what we make sure we bring all this networking, how to gain network. So that's why we make sure we keep growing and growing and growing. So that's why we make sure we include IT in it. Yeah. Yeah,
it seems we do not have much time.
Yeah.
Like we have seen your institution has been listed among institutions that are yet to be accredited by NACA. So I want to know if you have taken steps to make sure that it's registered, and what was the response from the regulatory authority? Yeah,
we visited them, and they planned by all means to visit our skill academy to see how best we are training the young ones and how best we are doing our whatever we are doing, so that we can be credited. Because first, what they said is we are going to train the young ones, and they'll be giving them certificate. We say, no, come to my skill and see what I'm doing. I need to get the certificate, because another opportunity just you could not have it. I can say a lot of my friends in Gambia, boy, higher education, if you don't apply, I can apply it, but their criteria do not have NACA self-defining. So we have this dialogue with them. So possibly, maybe these days we are going to visit them again, so that we see how best they can visit our skill academy and see how best we are conducting our training and all that. Then I'm sure, because they were saying, okay, you are the only recycling skill academy who is doing it, and we have seen the sample of it, and we are following your Facebook page and all that. So possibly you will be accredited to have your certificate, and that will be a very good step for us to speak. The first skill academy to be authorized to be conducting business in this country.
Yeah, I wish you a very great deal of success.
Yeah, thank you.
Before we go to the end of the program, what do you wish to share with the colleagues and people down there who are watching Voice Out Digital?
Yeah, I can say thank you very much, Voice Out Digital. This is my first time coming here, but this is not the first time meeting you. I'm pleased to close my office to come here. What I will tell the youths, especially not only youths out there, even you, the journalists, you guys can try about me to have your own skills. These skills, like if you have face, make sure to have double income or triple income. Don't base yourself in only one income. I have teachers in mess where I am, nurses and others. I make sure we encourage them so that they can have double income. You have double income, my brother, Gambia will go. You cannot only depend on one salary. If you depend on that's the one salary, it cannot sustain you. What you need is skills. A skill that even will not disturb your first work, but you can have it, like this recycling and others. You can even do it at home. You close 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, go and wash all these waste things and transform them, and you sell them, and you are even going to school. The journalists and others, you guys should not only base yourself into this journalism. Make sure you have another source of income. Not only Saidykhan, you come to Saidykhan to train me. We have a lot of young ones in this country who can train you. It will not waste your time. So this is the only thing I want. Let's change our situation to change our mindsets. To change our mindset, to change situation, because currently we are saying Gambia lige amul. Create yourself a job. A backward only came with zero hope. Society is pushing away. Now training a lot of about 300 youths with these skills. You can do more than what he's doing. So these are things that we have to do. And we make sure we be our own boss, creating job and others. I'm sure with this, when the youth came together and make sure to learn and have double source, truly speaking, Gambia will change. And we'll have a greater Gambia that we all yearning for. That's what I have for the youth. Be your own boss and try by means to have the skills. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Saidykhan. Well, viewers, this brings us to the end of today's segment on Voice Out Digital, your Pan-African news outlet. I'm your host, Ismaila. Do join us on every Saturday, 1000 hours at the same time. Special thanks to our viewers, the technical team down there who are behind the scene. And then I'm your host, Ismaila. Until we meet again, bye for now.